Hey guys, this is Shravan here from TechSport, and in this video I'm going to show you how to run Linux operating system in your Windows machine using Oracle VirtualBox. So let's get started.
Alright, the first thing I want you to do is go to this particular website. I'll be putting the link in the description below. Uh, it will take you to the VirtualBox official website in which you will be able to download the VirtualBox software for Windows machine by clicking over here. I don't want to download it again, so you can click it over here in order to download. The second thing is go to this particular website, that is Get Fedora. Fedora is a Linux operating system. It is one of the Linux operating system. The Linux operating system has a lot of distribution like Fedora, Ubuntu, Kali Linux, etc. And I'll be downloading the 64-bit version of the Fedora. You can download even 32. It mainly depends upon which mainly depends upon the your main operating system. That is in my case I run Windows based on 64 version. By clicking over here, you will be able to download. Since I've already downloaded, I don't want to download it again. After that, you open the folder in which you have downloaded the VirtualBox software and double click it over here in order to install it and give next. Oh, okay, I've already installed it, so I don't want to install. I cannot install once again, but I can give repair. In your case, you can install properly and give next in order to install. It will take a little bit of time to install. And what VirtualBox do is it will create a virtual environment in your Windows machine so that you will be able to run another operating system inside Windows machine. It's still installing. You can run one or more operating system by using Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, you finish. After that, open VirtualBox and click on New. And you can give any name for your operating system. Here you can see that I've already created one Fedora operating system, but still I can create one more. So I will name it as Fedora 3. Fedora 3, and you can choose as Linux and Fedora of 64 version. Give next, and here you need to allocate the RAM memory for your operating system. I recommend you to give minimum of 2 GB so that it will run so smoothly. And create, okay, next, dynamic location, okay, next. And here you need to allocate the hard drive for your OS, and I recommend you to give 8 GB, minimum of 8 GB. You can give more than that also. And create, or I have created one more OS here, Fedora 3, but it doesn't have any image of Fedora or ISO file of Fedora. While clicking onto it, it will pop up a window and it will ask for the image file or ISO file. Here you need to add the ISO file which you already downloaded. Click this ISO file and open it and start. It will start booting the Fedora operating system and then start Fedora workstation like. Here actually we are not installing the Fedora, we are just booting the Fedora from the hard drive. From that ISO file which we are downloaded, it's directly booted from there. It's not particularly installing. If you want to install Fedora, you can install from here. I'll show how do you install Fedora permanently, so that you don't want to boot every time when you open Fedora. And there is another way to uh, run Fedora without installing or booting up. You can just save the machine status, and I'll show you how to do that also. Because if you boot the Fedora and if you did any work and if you just shut down the Fedora operating system, all the work you have did will get deleted, and you don't want to happen that, right? Yes, so you need to save the machine status instead of just shutting down. It will take a little bit of time, to boot. If you are going for installing the Fedora permanently in this the virtual box, it will take nearly half an hour or 1 hour, to install permanently. But all the thing will work pretty much same even if you booted the Fedora just like this. It's still booting up. It will take a little bit of time. Yes, you have booted the Fedora and it will ask whether you have to install or you just need to try. In this case, we will be trying Fedora. We are not going to install on our hard disk, but if you want to install permanently on your virtual box, you can just click install to hard disk and it will show some steps to install the Fedora permanently. So in our case, we will just try Fedora. Alright, this is the uh, Fedora desktop, and if you want to find an application, the pre-built application, you can find it over here, Mozilla. And if you want to find some more application, and click it over here, show application. It will take a little bit of time to open something. Okay, these are the pre-built application which is there in the Fedora. Alright, so I'll show you how to save this machine status. While you're closing this virtual box, it will ask whether you need to save this particular machine status or you just want to power off the machine. If you did some work and if you want to continue later on, you should save the machine status instead of just powering off, because if you save the machine status later on, if you turn on the Fedora, you can just pick up where you left the last time. That's the main benefit of saving the machine status. Right now I'll be saving the machine status. Click OK. It is saving. Alright, we have saved the machine status of Fedora. So if you want to, you can see it over here. It's showing saved. So if you want to restore the OS, you can just double click over here. You don't want to boot the Fedora once again since you have saved the machine status. In case if you just power it off, you have to boot the Fedora once again. See it is just restoring the virtual machine. Alright, you have restored the Fedora. You can see that you didn't boot from the beginning. You just pick up from where did you left last time. This is how you can run a Fedora or any other Linux distribution operating system inside your Windows machine.
Alright. If you find this videos useful, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to get started with the Linux terminal line, I made a separate video about that. In that video, I'll be showing 10 most useful and important Linux command in order to get started with Linux terminal. So see you guys next time. Peace.